it's RJ Fatima again with yet another winner of GMI. Archana Natarajan joins me today, and I'm so happy that I get to interview her. She is our public choice winner for the Voice Regional Senior category, and I am so excited that she decided to join me today, and she's going to give us a great recap of her GMI experience. So, welcome, Archana, and congratulations
Hi,
on your
hi, Arjun
public choice
Fatima.
win.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having you.
I
Really
am
good
so happy to be chatting with
opportunity.
you.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Are you ready to answer some questions for me and our listeners?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you
Okay,
so
great.
much for having me here.
Of course. I'm so excited. Hey, listen. So before we start, I know that you have a beautiful voice. So I would love for our listeners to maybe get to listen a few lines of what you sang at the competition. Would that be all right
Sure.
with you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I could
Okay,
tell
take
a
it away.
couple of ways. So for the public choice round, I sang the one from the movie My Name is Khan. The song is Sajda. Mm. रोम रोम तेरा नाम पुकारे एक हुए दिन रैन हमारी हमसे हम ही छिन गए हैं जब से देखे नैन दिहारी सजदा this is the only part that I sang for the because of the time limit.
Oh, yeah, yeah, no, this is fabulous. You have indeed have a very beautiful voice, and I see how you were the public choice winner because obviously that is a voice that everyone would love to listen. So,
Thank you.
congratulations on your big win.
Thank you so much to you guys and Shuddh Desi Radio, the whole team of they made it possible for all of us to, participate and showcase our little talents.
Yes. Oh my God, that is wonderful. You're right. I mean, Shuddh Desi Radio is such a phenomenal platform. They put together this GMI competition year after year, and they do
Mhm.
such a good job. COVID didn't stop them.
Oh yeah.
People were able to virtually participate, and now that we're back in person, of course, it's a lot more fun watching people perform in person. But like,
Oh,
they did a great job, and I'm really so thankful that we have a platform like that for people like you to showcase your talents. So
oh.
definitely, hip hip hooray for the radio station,
Yeah.
right?
I have a lot to tell about that. Yeah, we'll come to that for sure. But yeah, it was such a
That's
pleasant
awesome.
experience. And I can't believe, I mean, we are already past that. It's been a month, but the memories are still live in our
Oh,
minds.
I
And
love
still
that. I
feels so
love
good.
that
Yeah.
is so cool. Hey, so you know what? I gotta ask you. So what made you decide to do this? I know you have a great voice that we already know, but like to be out there, compete, and do it in front of an audience. Walk me through some of it. Like, how did you decide to sign up for it? What did you do to prepare? And then when finally the moment came for you to perform, how did you prepare yourself for that?
So I was aware of Shuddh Desi Radio doing these events every year. I mean, it was always nice to see other people performing, and I did happen to see the old videos of the participants doing amazing from the other cities of the US. For some reason, I did come across Shuddh Desi Radio's share, like a couple other friends had shared about the links on Facebook, and that caught my eye. And then when I looked into the website of Shuddh Desi, it felt very fascinating. And when I looked into the other people, other students, other kids and adults participating and giving such an amazing performance from last year and the previous years, I was so motivated. And it's been a while having gone on that stage, having performed, having seen an event with so much, with the pandemic already, keeping the socializing thing so low for all of us. This was really a rejuvenated feel. So I was in two minds whether to participate or not, but then I thought participation is more important than winning. And I
Love
wanted to
the
give it a
attitude.
try. Yeah,
That's
I
a
wanted
winner's
to.
attitude right there, right? I mean,
So
whether
I,
you win or you don't, I
yeah,
mean, the fact that you put
absolutely,
in the effort and you
absolutely, because
had
it was,
you mustered up the courage to perform in front of an audience,
yes.
that's applaud worthy in its own self.
Thank you. So I did feel like felt a little underconfident about all this, but then I did see the confidence and the happiness that this small event, this big event got it for all the students, and I saw the enthu in everyone's faces from the previous ones, and that kind of motivated me. I have my mom here, and she was like, "Hey, you should give it a try. I mean, don't worry about what's going to happen. I mean, like they say in Hindi." Karam kar, fal ki chinta mat kar. So
Mhm.
that got me really. I kind of registered a week late, but then I'm so glad I did. No regrets about that. And then I started, preparing the whole day to, sing what I'm going to sing and all that. And I participated in the whole entire process of registration and, uploading your files. It was so easy.
Mhm.
It was very smooth, and the communication from the teams was so on point and on time. They were very transparent with receiving our files or not, and
Yeah.
communicating with every stage of the competition. And I felt it was very smooth and exciting. And then of
Yeah.
course going for the event there was even more exciting, because you get to see so many other talents and you learn a lot. So this was definitely a learning process. I mean, it didn't just talk for me for the public choice, but to also go there and perform, see other students and participants performing and doing such a fabulous job, and also the hosts trying to encourage everyone there. It kind of felt like I felt like I was back to school performing for some function
Yeah.
or event. So
Yeah. So tell me this. Like I know this sounds like great. You had support from family.
yes,
You had obviously you were a little hesitant, but then your mom, said, "Hey, you know what? I think you'd be great for it." And you signed up. You obviously prepared. You practiced, I would say,
yes.
because I don't think that someone can just sing, like that without having to practice. But what would you, I know you had people moving you along the process, and you had a great portal and GMI, and all the staff was super supportive.
Oh
But
yeah.
what would be your advice to people who are on the fence, right? Like they're thinking about doing it, but they're not sure if this is something they want to do. What would be your advice to them?
I think when you are in that when you're sailing in that boat where you want to do something and you don't want to do something, you just want to do it. Don't think twice about what's going to happen. Just attempt, just do, take risks, because taking risks is a part of growth, and
I
it's
like
part
that.
of the learning process. So if you're in that confusion, I think it's always good to give it a chance, always.
Yeah.
That goes for anything in our lives.
Yep.
Jumping is a part of, I mean, you have to try. Without trying, you won't know what's going to come. What's I didn't expect it was all the support from you all and the people who tried to vote for me and encourage me. But I think it's also the learning process, because when I went there to sing, I also knew what I was lacking and what I have to work on.
Right.
So the whole process really transformed me, and
Hmm.
uh, gave me a lesson on what I should be doing. So the improvisation never stops. So
Yeah.
I I felt like, oh wow,
Yeah.
this is not it. The journey has just begun. So it
I
kind
love
of
that.
started itching. I think for so many other people, the encouragement would have made them go back and start their lessons, start their practice riyaz in whatever field that they participated in, be it dance or singing or instruments.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah,
agree with you.
yeah,
Practice makes perfect. And I
yeah,
think that it's so important that if you're devoted to something and you are
absolutely.
committed to succeed, you have to put in the time and the work to get there.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, I 100% agree with you. Great, great way of thinking. I think very inspiring too. And you're right that challenge brings change. And if you're on the fence, you're not sure if you want to do it, just do it, right?
just
You
do it.
never know, right, what's
Yeah.
in it for you.
And
Let me
so
ask you
I
this
might
though.
I might want to add also
Mhm.
that it was good of Shuddh Desi Radio to also felicitate and congratulate every other participant. So it was not just the winners being called on the stage, being appreciated for their participation or winning, but it was also the other kids and the adults who participated, who were called in. They were brought on the stage. Everyone was given a participation certificate. Everyone was given a chance to showcase their talent, and that itself is a big winning opportunity in itself. So
Yeah, I
Right.
agree with you.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, do you have like a favorite, like a particular singer or performer that you look up to, that you draw inspiration from?
Well, for me, as a musician, A.R. Rahman sir, the music
Mm,
composer, is my favorite. He's my god, and I look up to him for inspiration, and not to make music, but to sing. And it's my dream someday to be able to sing for him, to be talented enough to be able to sing for him someday. But he's my inspiration. But when it comes to singers, I don't have one singer in mind. I mean, I feel every song has its beauty. There's one singer meant for that song, that voice. So if I can't choose a favorite, like I
yeah.
know Lata ji would do great with this, and Shreya ji would do great with this song. So
Hmm.
can't really choose between the two singers because they are legends in themselves. So it's very difficult for me to choose one singer, or male or female. But for music composer, I know it's always A.R. Rahman sir on my list. So
Oh, I love it. No,
a
I'm a
song.
huge fan of his work, and I know he came to Nashville. He did a
Oh,
a concert, and
oh, that's
oh my
amazing.
God, it was amazing. It was a Wednesday evening, and the stadium was packed.
Oh my
The work
God.
night, which was a weeknight, it was a school night,
Oh,
kids, everybody, like he is amazing. So I
amazing.
think that's good that we share the common interests. So that's
And a
awesome.
very little motivation behind all this is sometime in January, I had posted a song on Instagram, from one of my clips, and he was kind enough to share it on a story. So that was a dream come true moment for me.
Oh, very, very cool.
Me and my friend, we had worked on a cover song, so he had shared it on his story. So that
Good.
that was a bucket list check.
That's
Something like
awesome.
that. So that
All
was
right.
amazing.
Well, I mean, this has been great. Thank you so much for taking the time with me. And I think that you're very inspirational, very encouraging. And, hopefully maybe we'll see you again next year, right?
Yep,
You'll be
absolutely.
participating, you'll be
Oh,
competing.
absolutely. Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, you can't let that beautiful
I'll be
voice not
enjoying
go
for sure.
unheard. So yeah,
I'll
no,
be
we'll,
enjoying
we'll
for sure.
definitely plan on seeing you next year at GMI. And again,
Thank
congratulations on your big win. And
thank
thank you for taking the time for chatting with me.
Fatima for having us. And I also want to especially thank the organizers of Shuddh Desi. I think RJ Andy and Shalini, they were there at the venue the other day, they were so encouraging everyone. And like I said, the whole process was so smooth, and no one, you don't have to think twice if you're in a dilemma, just apply. And the process is so smooth. Everything, the songs are played on time for you, and everything is so organized and well, and every participant is taken good care of. So I think everyone should obviously participate for this. It's a beautiful opportunity for each one of us to definitely pursue. So yeah.
Yeah, sounds great. Well, thank you again, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you for
And we'll talk to you again soon, maybe next year.
next year. Hopefully. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank
Take
you so
care.
much. You have a
Bye-bye.
beautiful day.